All right, what's going on, guys? So we are going to be doing some ultralight fishing here in Weston, Florida. We just got some beautiful weather today. It's probably somewhere in the 70s, a little breezy, maybe even a little bit too breezy, but just a great day to get out here and enjoy the weather. So let's do some little ultralight fishing here, and let's see what we can get into. Alrighty, so here's the lake we're going to be fishing. Right now it looks really calm, but every once in a while we'll get a nice little breeze that comes through. Lure that we're going to be going with is a little Nikko Stonefly, 7/10 of an inch, I believe it is. And the jig head is a little 1 gram jig head, size 12 hook. So let's flip this thing on out there. Let's kind of swim it back with some twitches. I don't want it to get down to the bottom because this lake always has a whole bunch of like algae on it or whatnot. I think it's algae. There's a lot on the surface, but there's usually even more on the bottom, and look, just like that, we got all this stuff that came up with it. Oop, I just pulled one of the little antennas off of the stonefly. But yeah, let's keep going here. Oh, that was a bite. I was gonna say, let's keep going. Let's check back in when I get a bite, but I just had a bite. So maybe we'll stay here, kind of get him to bite on the next cast. No. All right, so let's check back in here when I get a bite. Oh, got him. Ooh, this guy felt small when he hit, but he just kind of took off there. But these guys always wrap themselves up in all this, and it's tough to get them in. Looks like a mine cichlid. You see a bunch of red and orange. And of course, we're pulling all this junk in with it. This is a good lake. There's a good number of fish and sizes of fish. But it's always annoying because you got to work through all these grasses and algae and weeds and whatnot when you're fishing. Alrighty, so not a huge mine cichlid, actually probably smaller than average, I would say, but still pulled a pretty good amount of drag. Just whenever these guys wrap themselves up in all those weeds and whatnot, the fight's basically over because they can't pull anymore and they're done. But yeah, so first fish of the day, let's get them back. And let's see if we can get some bluegill instead of these guys. Oh, got him. Little guy right here. Oh, he's not that little. That's a nice bluegill. Alright, so this guy's not massive, but this is a really nice sized bluegill, nice adult, and I was literally probably a quarter second away from flipping my lure out of the water because it was like right next to, like right in that opening right there next to all that junk that's on top water here. And this guy came up and hit. So not much of a fight because he was basically caught as soon as he got hooked. But still a cool fish. Love the little Nikko Stonefly there. And really liking this jig head as well. But let's get this guy back and let's keep fishing. Got him. I think that's going to be another mine. These guys pull well, and they pull down. Can't see him yet. Oh, I think I just saw some orange. Yep. That's going to be another mine. All right, so second mine cichlid of the day. I mean, really, this guy's not that much bigger than the bluegill, but he probably fought 3 times as hard. When I first moved to Florida, I didn't know too much about these guys, and I heard them referred to online somewhere as atomic sunfish, and I think that is a really, really good description of them. These guys are just, I mean, essentially, they're not related to sunfish, but they serve a very similar purpose in the ecosystem. They just get a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and they're sunfish on steroids, basically. So this guy fought really well, even though he's not that big. But let's get him back. Let's keep fishing. Oop. That is a big fish. I don't know what that is, but that is a big fish. All right, here's my big regret now. I have not re-spooled this reel. I have not re-spooled this reel in about 4 years. And I was actually meaning to do that today, but I decided to fish one more time before I did that. So I believe this is 4-pound test, maybe 6-pound test. But no matter what it is, it's 4 years old. There's not a lot of it, and it's had a good amount of wear on it. I was not anticipating something that big, and now whatever that thing is kind of buried itself in something down there on the bottom, because it's not pulling anymore, and I can't gain any ground on it. It's still on. I just felt a little head shake. So I really wish I had even like some brand new 6-pound test, because even if this is 6-pound test, which I think it is, there's no way after 4 years it's still gonna hold 6 pounds. Oh, he's just freed himself. Let's go. Thank you, guy, whatever you are. It's a mine cichlid, and it's not even as big as I thought it was. It's definitely big. Not as big as I thought it was, though. He's just putting up a great fight. There we go. All right, I gotta say, I thought this guy was gonna be a lot bigger. Still by far the biggest of the day, and my line is actually all frayed up right here. There's probably some rocks down there or something. But yeah, the way this guy pulled and fought, I thought he was going to be massive. He's not massive, he's just really, really big. But yeah, awesome fight. I'm glad I was able to get this guy in. A little disappointed it's not something bigger or cooler, but still a lot of fun. So let's get this guy back and let's keep fishing. Oh, got him. That's going to be another Mayan, I'm sure of it. If I can land him. Oh, it's a largemouth. I guess I wasn't sure of it. Usually when they pull down, they're Mayans. And this guy did pull down, but then he also pulled up and jumped. Get him on in here. Alrighty, so first largemouth we got on the bank today. Not a big one, but still pulled pretty well on the ultralight setup there. Usually if I hook a fish and it's pulling drag and pulling down, it's going to be a Mayan. If they pull drag and then they're pulling up, it's going to be a largemouth. That guy kind of confused me a bit though, because at first he pulled down and then he pulled up. But anyway, pretty good day of fishing so far. Let's see if we can get maybe one more and then we'll wrap it up. Got him. Let's see what this is. This might be a bluegill. Can't see it yet. Still can't see it. Nope, it's a Mayan. All right, this guy confused me a bit. Thought it might have been a bluegill because he didn't pull that much drag like the other Mayans did earlier. But it's just a small Mayan. All right, I think I had my fun for the day. Caught a good amount of fish in, I don't know, probably less than an hour. So I think let's call it a day. Let's wrap it on up. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it. And I just checked the time from when I pressed record on the camera to when I stopped fishing. It was 55 minutes. So in reality, we fished for less than 55 minutes, and things could always be better, but I am very happy with how the day went, given it was only 55 minutes. I wanted to use something smaller today. I did go with the Nikko Stonefly like you guys saw. This thing is 0.7 inches. Is that right? I think it's 0.7 inches. The hook is the iFish BG1. The jig head is 1 gram, and the hook size is a size 12. Now, I tried fishing this lake a couple times over the last couple weeks with some, what I think most people would still consider traditional panfish lures, like a 1/32 ounce jig head and like a 1.75 or a 2-inch long soft plastic. And most people, I'm sure, would consider those panfish size lures, and to a certain extent they are, but I just wasn't catching a lot. So I wanted to scale things down. We went with this way smaller presentation, and when in doubt, I always like to go smaller. The big lures, sure, they'll catch some fish, but you're really limiting yourselves on the number of fish you're gonna catch. And really, I'm not gonna say the size of fish, because you'll catch big fish on big lures, but the small lures, you're not gonna, it doesn't limit how many big fish you're going to catch. If you've been watching my ultralight fishing videos for any length of time, you'll know that I catch some really, really big bass on some really, really small lures. And when you're fishing big lures, you're just limiting the number of fish you're going to catch. You're not really increasing the size of the fish you're going to catch. So really glad I scaled things down today. The lure and the jig head were awesome. We got a good amount of action today. A lot of these fish put a really nice bend in the St. Croix Legend Elite panfish rod. Really like it, but definitely needs some new line, because yeah, this thing is 4 years old. I'm glad it didn't break on that Mayan, but I was really, really worried there at one point. But yeah, hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.